Hey everybody, welcome to Meal Planning 101 by Anna Mill. I am so glad you're here and taking some time out of your busy day to sit and listen to some awesome tips and tricks around meal planning. Thank you so much for being here. First of all, before we dive in, who am I? And why am I here? My name is Anna Mill, and I am single mom of two, now with one at home. And I really discovered meal planning when my girls were much younger. For me, time was oh my goodness, it was antsy and stressful and panicky and throwing food at the girls, hoping they'll eat it. And then afterwards, there would be such resentment because either they didn't like it, they complained the whole time, and it was like, oh my gosh, I just cooked for you, like this whole angst, and it was just crazy time. It was not a happy meal time. And I discovered meal planning, and oh my gosh, it changed the dynamics of my family. It changed the dynamics of mealtime. It was a joyful time, not stressful, not panicky. My girls embraced it, and it became a joyous time that we were able to sit down to a meal and communicate and be with each other. And I knew what I made that was going to be something that they would enjoy and eat. So I have been passionate about meal planning for a long, long time and want to share this with others because I'm realizing how much people need this, how much people strive now more than ever to get some kind of control over their kitchen. And for me, meal planning 101 is the way to go. Training background, I have been an athlete since I've been 12, so very strong background in athletic nutrition, knowing what to feed our body and when. And also a couple years ago, I have a diploma in health coaching and also nutrition as well. So I have a great background in not only meal planning, but also in nutrition and knowing when and why and all that goodness of what to eat for our bodies. So I thank you so much for being here. So first, what is meal planning? Meal planning is asking that question we all get asked, what's for dinner, once for the whole week instead of every night. So the way I work with meal planning is structuring our meals once. Sunday for me is planning day, whether it's planning for my business, planning for goals, activities, and also meal planning. So I only have to figure out what is for dinner once in the week. We shop, we prep, and we do all the ingredients and have our cupboards and kitchens and everything set up for success on that one day. Why meal planning? Like I talked a little bit before in my intro, it gives us less stress and really more control over our eating. Food becomes more enjoyable and more relaxed. And as I'll show you a little bit about shopping, it really helps make the most of our budget, less impulse buys, less, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, I need this, this, and this. It really, we can walk into the grocery store or online or however you shop with confidence, knowing you're prepared, knowing what you've come to get, and it just so much reduces stress, and it becomes something that the whole family can do. It's not just a you thing. I feel it can be such a family thing. So what meal planning isn't? And I brought this up because I've done kind of surveys on what people think that meal planning is and what's stopping them. And I want you to know that it isn't expensive. When you create meal planning, it actually is less expensive because you're not doing that impulse buying. You're not buying random things because you think maybe one day you'll use them. It also is not all about home cooked meals. Yes, a good portion it is, but you can order in. You can have, Saturday pizza from wherever nights. This is your plan, your meal, so it is catered and structured for what will work for you. A lot of times we think that it's just for families. No. I have a teenage daughter. A lot of times she's out working or out with friends. I meal plan for myself because if not, my go-to is eating a bag of Doritos and some salsa, and that's what my dinner was. So it can be for families, it can be for singles, it can be for, couples who had kids, now don't have kids, don't know how to cook for two of you. It can be for anybody, single, family, couple, whatever. It's not for just one category of people. A lot of people think it's a lot of time and work. It really isn't. It may be at the first because you're learning new thing and you're trying to figure this out, but it really does save us time and work in the long run. And it isn't for people who are healthy. Anybody can do meal planning. You don't have to be doing the keto thing. You don't have to be doing the whatever the next great thing is. It can be for anybody. So I want you to take a deep think on what brought you here. What drew you to learning more about meal planning? And I want you to think about, what comes up for you when we talk about meal planning. What types of resistance? Have you tried it? What worked? What didn't work? What makes this time any different? Because in order for us to change our habits, because meal planning is a habit, we need to kind of dig in to what our resistance is. So I want you to ask yourself, why do you want to do meal planning? And look a little bit into what's standing in your way, what brought you here, and what resistance are you bumping up. And really what I want us to do is notice it. I don't want you to figure it out and go down that rabbit hole of, oh my gosh, I'm so blah, 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 blah. We're just noticing it, because any type of change, and I want you to know it's normal, any type of change we do bump up against some resistance. So what we want to do is be aware, and knowing what resistance we have enables us to be able to move forward. So how do we start meal planning? Is first we have to have a plan, right? And we need to choose our recipes, and we need to choose them wisely and carefully. Some people say, well, and I thought that was the point. Why do we have to be wise and careful? And it is because, look at the second point. We don't want to go all gung-ho and end up hating it and get burnt out, and our family hates it and think it's the stupidest thing ever. And then our kids growing up will never want to go near meal planning because mom tried that once and she tried to get us to go keto or eat cauliflower pasta and all this kind of stuff. We want to do it wisely, right? And we want to set you up for success and not failure. So I want you to be excited. I want you to embrace this, but we want to do it wisely. And when it comes to recipes, my go-to is, let's start, I use the example of 5 days a week. So my guide is always choose recipes, 4 that you've used in the past. You know how to cook them. You know the exact cooking time. You know the ingredients, and then explore 1 new recipe a week. And I suggest do this on a day that you have time. Maybe the kids can stay up later. You're not rushing off to anything afterwards. You're not rushing off to lessons, that that you have that time to experiment, because sometimes recipes say 30 minutes and really it's like 50, right? So you want to give yourself time to explore with this new recipe. And for those who are starting out, I always like to give the suggestion of theme days. And it's when we do this, it's easier to get out of that slump and know kind of what recipes we want to do. So say Meatless Mondays, a whole whack of different things that we can do, from pasta to stir fries to my favorite is sweet potato and black beans, all mixed together in like enchiladas, or you can use that for Taco Tuesdays, right? And you can come up with all these fun recipes for Meatless Mondays. And okay, Meatless Mondays, this is what I'm going to make. Same with Taco Tuesday. You can do the sweet potato and black bean tacos. You could do meat tacos. You could do fish tacos. You could do whatever. You can explore this. And you know what? I always suggest bring your kids on board. What are their favorite meals? What would they like? What makes them happy? And, have them plan a meal. And I suggest when you do that, I know sometimes children, want Sunday nights, but like give boundaries. Okay, it's got to have protein, it's got to be vegetables, because in doing this and engaging our family, we're also teaching our kids what it means to eat healthy, what it means to have protein, what all this means. So the more we can get and plan with our kids, it is a teaching time for them as well. Try it Thursdays or Saturdays can be your new recipe day. This is the day that you have more time. Nobody's rushing out to something. You don't have meetings or book club or whatever it is on Thursdays. You can do it. Try it Thursdays. And Fish Fridays. I mean, this could be anything. Fish and chips, if the kids like that, let them choose that, right? And they can help with it. It could be salmon or halibut or, tuna or whatever that looks like for you. Trout. There's so many different options. And this is how we start planning out what our week will. Take votes, however you want to do it. You can have fun with it. Have your kids write down, on slips of paper what their favorite meal is. And every week you pick one of that from, a bowl, a jar, and that's going to be your try it day. And I really suggest have fun with it. Engage your kids, get them involved, because, you want meals to be exciting, that it is. And for hanging it up, I used to have a whiteboard in my kitchen. Depends on your space. Amazon has amazing, magnetic charts you can put on your fridge, somewhere where the family will know exactly what's coming up, what Tuesday looks like. So there's not that, okay, what's for dinner? They know exactly, at 4:00 they come home from school. They know exactly what is coming ahead for them. So plan it out and then post it somewhere. So now we get to shopping, right? So you've got your meal plans, your week mixed up. So now we have to do some shopping. So what you want to do is always create a master list, right? If you like to have salads for dinner, what are the ingredients are on your salads, right? What does that look like for you? What we always want to do is, print it off, keep it on your computer, however you do your shop. Having a master list will really reduce on, oh my gosh, what do I need to buy? 2-3 nights a week, you have salad. So you're going to need, tomatoes, cucumber, red onions, peppers, whatever that is, you have that on your master list. So then you want to look at your recipes. Okay, what am I having this week? What do I need to shop? What can I buy multiples of? Say you're having fish tacos and Fish Friday. Okay, can I use the same fish? Can I buy halibut, cut it up? You really want to look at what your menu is and then create your shopping list from there, and then your staples, whether it's your staples are milk, coffee, cream, add that in. That can be something on your master list as well. So for me, even before COVID, I did online shopping, depending on your area. I love it for many reasons, because I'm not shopping when I'm hungry and coming home with bags of things that I bought on impulse. I'm also not wandering aimlessly up aisles thinking, oh my gosh, do I have this? Do I not have this? Oh my gosh, I don't want to go without because I don't want to go through this shopping again. So I'll buy it, right? And when you do it online, you know exactly what you need. You can always go to your cupboard. Nope, don't need pasta, got enough for this week. Don't need that this week. And you can create your budgets, whatever your budget shopping is, and divide that by how many times you shop. You can really use online shopping to stay within your budget. I love it for that reason. I also love it now with COVID. I don't have to shop. I shop online. Either they deliver it or I go pick it up, and it really reduces contacts that I make out in the community. But also for buying, also, I don't get that, oh, mama, please buy me this, because I'm never anywhere near the checkout. So I don't have to worry about that piece. So sorry, just pop back here for a minute. I forgot one thing. So next step is kind of meal prep, right? Once you get home, you've done your shop, you come home, I highly suggest doing some type of meal prep. You know, looking at what you're having. Today's Sunday, it's my meal plan prep day. I tend to always have a bowl of salad in the fridge. I can use that for my salads. I can use that for my lunch wraps. Very, very multiple use. And if we do Taco Tuesday, for example, can you make extra that you can have it for the lunch for the next day? So really map that out. Prep as much as you can. Have a salad in the fridge. Have, if you're doing Taco Tuesday, have the lettuce shredded. Have all that. Cut vegetables for stir fry. Do as much as that prep work ahead of time as much as possible. So then, crock pot's amazing for that you just have it ready to go. And then when you get home, you just throw the salad, some buns, and you're ready to go. So Sunday also becomes my meal prep days as well. All right, so coming soon, and I am really, really excited on this. I am working on monthly workshops on meal planning. I have a group started. I'm going to post the link later with it. And I really invite you to come if you want to know more about meal planning, more tips and tricks in the kitchen. It is called Meal Planning for Real Life with Anna. And I'm working on monthly workshops as well, going deep with this, separate from the group, just going deep on healing the resistance on meal planning, and take it, it's going to be a small group, 10, 20 people, to really kind of dig into that healing around food. And then within my group, I'm going to have Sunday teachings and everything from tips and tricks in the kitchen to healthy snacks on the go, to how to cut vegetables, how to make salad, how to do all that stuff. So I invite you to come check out my Meal Planning for Real Life with Anna group, and really get connected and ask, those questions. If you're stuck, if you're, unsure, just, it's a place to ask those questions. If you want to get in touch with me, Facebook is always the go-to place. If you want to send an email, my email here is below. I'm always available for, if you have a workshop suggestion, I'd love to hear it as well.